Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy, Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your favorite team's predictions. All right. Today's prediction video will be for Saturday, August 23rd. And I got for you guys a 5-game slate. This will be for the English Premier League. Like always, we'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. We'll talk about the total. Then I'll give you my predictions. Now, I'm making this video before the game, the English Premier game on Friday. But I do know the outcome as of now. I think Chelsea is winning 4-1. And I did talk about the total going over 2.5, Chelsea going over 1.5, I think it was, or 2.5, whatever it was. West Ham going over 0.5. Everything is already hitting. So if you bet on that team, either the team total over or the total points over, if you bet on that, if you listen to me and you made that choice and you made that bet, you already won. So, good job. Me personally, I didn't have time to bet it. And I regret it right now. I'm so kicking my butt right now because there's nothing I could do. I was super busy. I didn't have time to make the bet for that one, but I was going to do total points over that 2.5. So it is what it is, whatever. There'll be plenty of games for Saturday. So I ain't even really tripping about it. But let's get started with the predictions. First, we have Manchester City versus Tottenham. Manchester City are at home. They are a favorite. Money line is at 210 for Man City. Money line for Tottenham is at plus 485. Dang, that's crazy. Injuries, Man City have 1 player with a red card, 3 injuries, and 2 questionable. Tottenham with 4 injured players and 3 questionable. I feel like Manchester City could win this one. Probably not as easy as they put it here on the money line, but I do feel like they can win this one. Now, as far as total points are at 3. Team total points sitting at 2.5 for Man City and Tottenham at 0.5. I want to say Tottenham at 0.5, but with the injuries and stuff, I don't know how I feel about it. I think I might just do Manchester City over 2.5. I think that's probably the best outcome. I feel like they can score 3 here, but it's a tough one because these two teams going head to head their 5 most recent prior games, Man City have not been able to cover this 2.5. So I don't know how I feel about it, but it's a new season. So maybe they could. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't even think I'm betting this one just because of that. But if I did, I would probably do just Man City straight up to win. I feel like they're at home. They got that advantage and they could do something there. I think they can win. Their 5 most recent games, they got 1 L and 4 wins. Tottenham, on the other hand, they only got 2 wins, 2 L's and 1 draw. So yeah, I feel like Man City could win this one. But as far as points, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a low scoring game, to be honest with you. Like, I'd probably do total points under 3. It seems like that's just the best bet. Between these two teams going head to head, it has only gone over 1. So yeah, I think that's just the best bet for total points under 3. But we'll see. All right. On to the next game. We have Bournemouth at home versus Wolverhampton. The money line is at negative 135 for Bournemouth and plus 350 for Wolverhampton. Total sitting at 2.5. Team total sitting at 1.5 for Bournemouth and 0.5 for Wolverhampton. Injuries. Bournemouth has 1 player with a red card and 2 injured players. Wolverhampton only 2 injured players. So yeah, this one's gonna be a good one. Honestly, if I had to bet on this one, I would say Bournemouth. I feel like they are the better team here, even though they both got L's on their first game back. But Bournemouth went against Liverpool and they were able to score 2, right? Wolverhampton, on the other hand, they went against Manchester City. They couldn't even put a goal in the board. So I think Bournemouth got this game. I think they got that dub. They could, especially being at home and, all that stuff. Between these two teams going head to head, Bournemouth have won twice, Wolverhampton have won twice, and then they've tied once. So as far as these two teams tying, I don't think there will be a tie here, to be honest with you. But I do feel like a total points over 2.5. I feel like it can happen. It has happened 2 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. So yeah, it's not as assuring, but yeah, this one's a tough one. Let's see, maybe Wolverhampton 0.5. I think maybe that's just the best bet. They've been able to cover this 4 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. So maybe they can score a goal here. It's just difficult because, new season, their first game back, they couldn't even score against Manchester City. So yeah, it's going to be tough. But if I had to bet who would win this one, I would say Bournemouth. They got dubs in their 5 most recent games. That's more than I can say about Wolverhampton. Their 5 most recent games, not 1 win, 4 L's and 1 draw. So yeah, but yeah, this one's going to be a tough one. If it doesn't look good, guys, like I said, there's no need to force it. All right, on to the next game. We have Brentford at home versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa are favored. They are favorite. The money line is at plus for both of these two teams. Brentford at plus 220. Aston Villa at plus 120. I do feel like Aston Villa could win this one. Even though they're not at home, I feel like they are the better team. They could not show that versus my Newcastle, but hey, I still feel like they can. I feel like they can put numbers. As far as injuries, Aston Villa have 1 player with a red card and 2 injured players. Brentford with 3 injured players and 2 questionable. Between these two teams going head to head, Brentford have not been able to beat Aston Villa. They got 2 ties, and Aston Villa have won 3 times. So give me Aston Villa to win here. And as far as points, total sitting at 2.5. Team total sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. I think the best bet here would be Aston Villa over this 1.5. They have been able to do this 4 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head between these two teams. So give me Aston Villa over 1.5. And as far as a win, I'm going to have to say Aston Villa. I would not be surprised if this ends up as a tie, though. Like, I know you guys probably don't want to hear that, but I do feel like they could tie this one. Nonetheless, I'm going to go with Aston Villa to win straight up, or total points over 1.5 for Aston Villa. All right, on to the next game. We have Burnley versus Sunderland. Now, I don't know why Sunderland is not favorite, maybe because they're not at home. But the way they came out swinging that first game, I'll put my money on Sunderland. After that, I put my money on Sunderland. Right now the money line is at plus 245 for Sunderland, and Burnley is at plus 125. Now, these two teams have gone head to head before, and they've tied twice. Sunderland have won twice, and Burnley has only been able to beat Sunderland once in their 5 most recent games. So, but Burnley do have 4 wins and 1 L. Sunderland got 3 wins, 1 L, and 1 draw. I'm going to have to say Sunderland to win straight up here. I know it's crazy, but yeah, either that or 0.5. I don't know why they're at 0.5. You guys did see what happened versus that West Ham game, so I'm going to probably just do that 0.5 and probably put that in a parlay or something, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe not a parlay, but yeah, I do feel like Sunderland can score here. So it might move to 1.5 if you guys take longer, but I'm going to have to say do that 0.5 for Sunderland. I feel like that is probably the best outcome here. Total points sitting at 2. I don't know how I feel about that. It has gone over 2 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head, but yeah, I don't want to risk that. I don't want to do the over or under, but if I did, I would do the over. If not, then just Sunderland over 0.5. As far as injuries, both of these two teams have 3 injured players and 1 questionable. It's crazy, but yeah, both of them are exactly the same on injuries. So, all right, on to the next game. We have Arsenal versus Leeds. Arsenal are at home. They are favorite. Not surprised. The money line is at negative 380 for Arsenal, and Leeds are at plus 900. Both of these two teams have dubs in their first game back, but I don't see Leeds beating Arsenal. It is Arsenal. I feel like they're the better team, to be honest with you. But I've put my money on Leeds before, and they've paid. So, 5 most recent games from Leeds, they still not have taken an L yet. So maybe this is their first L. Arsenal, on the other hand, got 2 L's and 3 wins. Their 2 most recent were wins. So now between these two teams going head to head, Leeds have not been able to beat Arsenal. And this is why I say I really doubt Leeds will beat Arsenal. But as far as total points sitting at 3, and it has gone over 2 out of their 5 most recent. So I don't think I'm risking the total points over. The team total points sitting at 2.5 for Arsenal and Leeds at 0.5. Maybe this is a good game to put it in a parlay with like Barcelona or something, because I do feel like Arsenal will win this one. I don't know how I feel about the points. 2.5 for Arsenal seems a little too much. They have covered this 2 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head between both of these two teams. But I don't think I'm risking that 2.5 for Arsenal. And as far as that 0.5 for Leeds, I don't think I'm touching that either as well. Even though they have covered this 3 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. But it's way too risky. Way too risky. Especially, second week. I don't know. But Arsenal, I do feel like they could win this one. And as far as points, I'm probably going to, if I had to pick points, I would probably do Leeds 0.5, just because they've been able to put some, numbers on prior other games. So as far as injuries, they both have 1 injured player. Arsenal with 1 questionable added to that 1 injury. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right picks. I hope you guys end up winning. But most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.